Good evening, everyone, and a very hearty welcome to all of you to Aurora online classes. Dear students, today I am with the new lesson for you, and this is a very inspiring story, and that is two stories about flying. Two stories about flying. In fact, there are two stories in this lesson. The first story is his first flight, and the second story is Black Aeroplane. And today I'll give you the explanation of the first story, that is his first flight. His first flight is from your first flight book, and this is by a great story writer and novelist of Ireland, Liam O'Flaherty. Liam O'Flaherty was a very prolific Irish writer, short story writer, and novelist. As I have said right now, that this is a very inspiring story. This story inspires us a lot. Actually, his first flight, as the very title of the story suggests, his first flight. In our life, be the people, work hard, and we are always hopeful of getting success. In whatever field we work, be it the field of education, be it the field of politics, be it the field of literature, be it the field of economy, any spectrum of life, success is the sweetest desire and dream of every heart. Every one of us, each one of us longs for success. But have you ever thought that success comes to us automatically? Does success come to us automatically? Does success come to us naturally? Does success come to us instantly? No. In the very beginning, everyone has to struggle. Without struggle, there is no success. As it is said, there is no success without struggle. No pain, no gain. So we have to work very hard. Apart from this, when we talk about the first flight, it is really very hard. First flight is not a cakewalk. Everybody has to struggle a lot for this. Just, that human baby takes first step, and taking a first step is, for the first time, is really an uphill task. And how does a child, when he takes the first step, and you must have watched, you must have seen, the very child cannot stand erect at the same time for the first time. So doing something for the first time is really very challenging. Taking a first step is really very challenging in every field of life. The same thing with the human baby. What happens? A human baby takes a long time to stand erect, and also takes a long time to run. That is why. But what happens? We need to be very, very careful. Our parents play a very vital role. They encourage us, they motivate us, and if needed, they scold us, they humiliate us. But we should not take the scolding of our parents in the wrong way. We should not take it in the negative way. We should take their scolding as a means of our success. All parents, all parental work, all parental acts are for the betterment of their children. We shouldn't forget. Actually, it is a very well-known fact that confidence, courage, commitment, and conviction. Confidence, courage, commitment, and conviction are the ingredients, the vital ingredients of success. Apart from being confident, apart from being committed, apart from being committed to our work, we need to be devoted and dedicated. Parents are our well-wisher, and they are always concerned about us. They are always concerned about our well-being, and they want us to learn all skills of life. And learning something new is difficult. Learning something new is not a cakewalk. It is not an easy affair. But if we learn something and if we practice consistently, regularly, there a time comes in our life, there a stage comes in our life when we become adept in that particular work, and the time is not far off when we become perfection in that particular work. Now what happens in this story? So unless we try for something and we try to overcome our fear, there are two things which obstruct us: fear and lack of self-confidence. Fear and lack of confidence stop us from learning something. Fear and lack of confidence prevent us from getting progress or from making progress in our life. That is why we need to learn new skills in our life. Our survival is not possible in any field of life without learning new things, without learning new skills. Learning new skills is the need of the hour, otherwise our survival is not possible. And this is what our parents want from us, and this is what our parents expect from us. Our parents always expect from us that we should learn some skills for the comforts of our life, for the betterment of our life, as they are our true well-wishers, and they are always concerned, they are always bothered about our well-being. Now in this lesson, his first flight, we shall read out the story of a young seagull. Seagull is a seabird. Seagull is a seabird, and we shall come to know that how does this young seagull learn to take his first flight. How does the young seagull learn to fly? At the same time, how do seagull's parents teach him to fly in the sky? The young seagull is quite scared. He is afraid of flying. He is so scared of flying that he cannot flap his wings because he thinks that his wings won't support him. This is the fear. And whenever the seagull tries to flap his wings, terror seizes him, fear overpowers him. As a result, his confidence lows down, his confidence goes down, it gets lowered. The spirit gets dampened. Now, actually, as I have said right now, that this seagull is a small bird and it is a sea bird. This seagull was sitting on the ledge. Ledge is a cliff, a rock. So the seagull was sitting on the edge of the cliff or edge on the rock near the, not near I would say, it was on the edge of the sea, it was on the seashore. So there was a rock or there was a hilly rock, and on the edge of the rock this seagull was sitting. Seagull had seen his parents want that seagull should learn to fly, because flying is needed for seagull for survival. His parents try their level best to make seagull fly or to make seagull learn the art of flying, to make seagull learn the art of flight. But seagull is so much afraid of flying because near the sea, as I have said, that he was sitting on the ledge, he was sitting on the edge of the, on the brink of the rock, and beneath that rock there was a vast sea all around. So seagull was scared of flying. And why was he scared of flying? Because he was overpowered by fear. And since he was overpowered by fear, there was something which always gets him stuck. There was a sea, there was a vast expanse of sea just below, just beneath the rock on which he was sitting. So he was afraid of falling down in the seawater. He was afraid of falling down and sinking in the seawater. Means he was afraid that if he tries to fly, he would surely fall down into the seawater, and once he falls down into the seawater, he will definitely sink, he will definitely drown, dub jayega. That is why, but it was not the case. Even seagull has two brothers and sister, little sister, and they had learnt the art of flying. Parents had made them learn the art of flying, and they were flying all around. That is why, since they were flying all around, even seagull's mother wants this seagull to fly. So even seagull's parents threatened him that if he doesn't try to fly, they will leave him, they will let him be on the rock, they will not provide him food, they will not bring food for seagull. They threatened him. It doesn't mean that they would leave him in a trouble. They wanted him to fly, and hunger is the motivation. As I have said that apart from confidence and courage, one needs to have motivation. And if you get motivated by someone, the inner strength of your mind rises up. You will start feeling, or you will start experiencing the inner strength of your mind. And once you start feeling, or once you start experiencing the inner strength of your mind, it gives you a kind of push up, or it boosts your morale, and it gives you a strength to work ahead and to work harder and harder. So this was the motivation. They came, and but he did not go. He was still on the rock. Even his parents, mother, father, sister, brothers, they were all flying all around, and they were very happy. Even the elder brother of seagull was flying, and he had caught a fish, and he knew how to fly. He had become perfect in the art of flying. And seagull's mother also wanted seagull to fly, but seagull was not in a position to do. So they left seagull on the rock. And when they left seagull on the rock, so that seagull should experience himself, so that seagull should know as how he should fly. So actually his parents and brothers and sisters were not his enemies. They only wanted seagull to fly, and they were playing all the tricks. They were using all the ways to compel seagull, to force seagull to fly. Seagull remained there for one day. He was hungry. He was so hungry. Not only hungry, he was hungry. He was badly exhausted. He was tired. He was not in a position to run. And when he saw his mother, and mother was on the opposite plateau, mother was on the opposite rocks, he was sitting, and his brothers and sisters and father, actually they were flying all around, and they were very happy. So what happened in this way, that seagull's mother came, and she came to him and started cackling, started encouraging seagull to fly. But seagull wanted food, as he was hungry, and nobody was there to provide food to seagull. Now seagull's mother got a fish, and she grabbed it out, and she sat on the rock, and she was scraping the fish, and she ate up that fish there. Seagull's elder brother also ate up a fish. He knew how to dive at the fish, so he was happy, and all the family members were rejoicing. They were celebrating the achievement of seagull's elder brother, because for the first time he had at least caught a fish. He had come to know how to dive at a fish. So now ultimately seagull was afraid. He lacked courage and confidence. Fear has overpowered him. He was quite hesitant to take the first flight. Mother came to him, and when mother came to him, mother was carrying a piece of fish in its beak, and she came closer. So when seagull saw his mother getting closer to him, coming closer to him, seagull was overjoyed. He wanted food, and he thought that mother has come to give him the food. But mother kept a distance. Mother kept a distance from seagull, and seagull wanted to dive at the fish which his mother was holding in its beak. So in an attempt to catch the fish from the mother's beak, what happened? Seagull fell down from the rock. And as soon as seagull fell down from the rock, seagull started going downward. For 1 second, seagull lost everything. Seagull forgot his hunger. And seagull forgot his hunger and started going down towards the sea. And it stayed for 1 minute. And then after 1 minute, all of a sudden, seagull found that he had flapped his wings, seagull's wings outstretched, and he started flying just after 1 minute. At first, seagull got he got frightened as he fell down from the rock, and he was going towards the sea. Now seagull, and this stayed for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, seagull became normal. And when seagull became normal, he flapped his wings, and his wings outstretched, and then he started flying upwards in the sky. This was the glorious moment for his mother. Mother was very happy. His father also saw that seagull had started flying his brothers and sister, they came to him, and they were experiencing, or they were trying the several methods of movement, and they were flying in the different movements. They were experiencing, or they were trying the different methods. So now what happened, since seagull was very tired and exhausted, he was coming towards the sea, and when he came towards the sea, his legs touched the surface of the sea, and his belly, this portion, pet, tummy, touched the surface of the sea, and seagull found that he was floating on the sea. Then, as I have said right now, seagull's mother was there, very close to him. Seagull's father also came. His brothers and sisters also came, and they came with a fish, and they offered fish to seagull. They understood, and they were very happy. They were very proud of seagull, that this way seagull had learned the art of flying. Actually, I would say that when nobody took care of seagull, even brothers had already learned the art of flying, even father was also teaching him how to fly, mother was also teaching him how to fly. When everybody ignored seagull, but it was his mother who did not ignore seagull. Mother went there with a piece of fish. She was close to seagull, but at that time she did not give that piece of fish to seagull. Why? Because she wanted seagull to make an attempt. She wanted that seagull should try to take a flight, and this was the trick played upon by seagull's mother, and as a result of which he was maddened by hunger. Hunger compelled him. Actually, seagull wanted to get that piece of fish from his mother's beak, from his mother's mouth, and in an attempt to grab, or in an attempt to catch, he dived at the fish. He fell down towards the sea. He got stuck in fear. This fear stayed with him for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, seagull became normal and started flying. So this was the trick, this was the strategy, this was the way by which seagull's mother wanted seagull to teach him the art of flight, and everybody was happy. This lesson teaches us that in the very beginning, who doesn't suffer from hesitation? Everybody hesitates. Who doesn't suffer from fear? Everybody suffers from fear, hesitation. Hesitation overpowers us. Fear overpowers us. Fear seizes us. But it happens in the beginning. But if we try to learn something new, we have to work for this. And in order to learn some new skill, we have to struggle. And when we start practicing, when we start doing our work regularly, gradually we find that the things start changing, and at that point of time, what happens? Our fear disappears, and the same thing happened with this was exactly what happened with seagull. In the beginning, seagull was scared. He did not want to fly. Because he was afraid. He was afraid of falling down and sinking in the sea. But this did not happen, and this happens with each one of us. So let us take a commitment. Let us make a commitment that though it is in the beginning everything appears to be hard, everything appears to be an uphill task, but when we start doing something regularly, when we start practicing something regularly, the things become easier. And the same thing happened with seagull. Now flying was a cakewalk for seagull. It was a very easy affair for seagull to fly. So we should also practice regularly. We should never forget that in order to learn something new, it's really difficult, and learning something new is not an easy affair. We should practice it. And once we practice, once we keep on practicing, we are there and we are bound to attain success. We are bound to achieve success. So this is the story I have explained. His first flight, my dear students. I hope whatever I have explained, it is clear to you, and I'll teach you the rest of the things in my next class. Till then, be happy, stay blessed. Read out this lesson. Thank you very much.